We're going to talk more about this big cool down coming up in just a little bit, but we're going to switch gears, talk a little bit about, yes, the upcoming winter. I do put out 90-day forecasts, if you can believe that. After 4 months now of analyzing weather patterns across the entire world, I feel pretty confident on sharing my forecast with you in regards to the upcoming winter season. Now, winter forecasts, they're one of the toughest forecasts to make, and with the freakish nature of the last 3 winters, it doesn't make it any easier this year. Could we be in store for another warm, snowless winter, or is it going to be something like 2008 with Snowmageddon making a comeback?
Talk about extremes. This past summer was the 13th hottest summer on record. 37 days hit 90 degrees or better. In July, we hit 104 degrees, not once, but twice. The heat index approached an astonishing 120 degrees, baking the city to its core July 22nd. The heat and humidity brought 7 rounds of severe weather outbreaks to the state. In late June, a rare derecho knocked out power to nearly 1 million people. 3 months later brought Superstorm Sandy, the strongest storm ever to make it north of North Carolina.
Could these extreme weather events be the precursor to an extreme winter ahead? Before looking into the future, let's take a look into the past and the warmth of the winter of 2011.
December started the warmth with temperatures running 5.5 degrees above average. Not one day in the month of December went below 41 degrees. By March, our temperatures were running over 10 degrees above average, making it the 3rd warmest March in history for the Baltimore area. We were even considered a snow drought city last year, as BWI recorded a pathetic 1.8 inches of snow. This ranked it as the 2nd snowless winter on record since 1883. Did you forget about this? The Snowmageddon of 2010 is still a very fresh memory in many commuters' minds. Only 2 years ago, Baltimore endured one of the most severe winters on record, recording a whopping 77.7 inches of snow. So the $64,000 question is, where do we go next?
There's a lot that goes into my winter outlook. There's the NAO, the PDO, the PNA, and many others. But there's only one true indicator that can best judge how severe this upcoming winter will be.
The most significant weather pattern that influences Baltimore winter is found in the Pacific. The warming and cooling of waters over the central Pacific can actually dictate the type of winter we can expect. I spoke with my colleague at the National Weather Service about the Pacific and how it may influence our weather this winter.
At this point, kind of the odds favor us to not be dealing with either El Nino or La Nina this winter, and we would have what we term ENSO-neutral conditions be the dominant factor in the tropical Pacific.
The second biggest factor to influence our winter is the North Atlantic Oscillation. It's better known as the NAO. Last year, we witnessed a positive phase, which kept the jet stream well to the west of Maryland. This brought in warm temperatures and the storm track well to the west of Baltimore. However, this year is starting to look a little bit different. Dramatic warming south of Greenland is indicating that more blocking could feature this winter. Research tells us that warming in the waters south of Greenland promotes a negative NAO. That's different than last year. This type of setup would feature a stormier storm track. This would bring more snow, cold to the area. An ideal track if you like snow.
So here's what the signals now tell me about the upcoming winter. January will be the coldest month this winter, averaging 5 degrees below normal. A slight warm-up will occur by February. However, the entire winter as a whole will be colder than normal. December will feature a few snow events. However, the most snow will occur in January, with a few surprises in February. The average annual snowfall for Baltimore is 17.8 inches. My projection for this winter, 24.5 inches total.
Wait a minute. You know, I thought it was
I like pathetic. You said last year was pathetic.
It was a snow drought, 1.8 inches. This is kind of a snow belt city we are locked into.
crazy.
Not 77 inches like we saw 2009, 2010, but there's indications, though, and we looked at several years, that the least amount we'll get out of this season is 12 inches. The most we can get out of this season would be 40 inches. So I took the middle ground and went 24.
Don't you like? I don't like the 90-day forecast.
I thought it was a great report up until
yeah.
the last
Let's stick
one.
to the 7 day.
My apologies.
When's the earliest we could see? What do you think?
There's a storm already on the horizon, maybe Thanksgiving week. We're going to be talking about that on the Facebook for the next few days.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for that report.